Things are happening in the world right now that look like they came straight from a science fiction book. People can expect to see a lot in the future of technology, whether it's robots that can read minds, AI that can take pictures on its own, holograms, bionic eyes, or something else that will blow your mind. In this video, we'll talk about future technology and how it might just change our lives forever. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss out on the next big thing. So, let's get to it. Futuristic technology. Are we there yet? Whether you like it or not, technological progress is moving rapidly, and with each new year brings new discoveries and new steps forward. Some of the smartest people in the world are working on the next piece of futuristic technology that will change our lives significantly. Even though it may seem like scientific progress is happening at a steady rate, the truth is that over the past 50 years, there has been a huge jump in how far technology has come. The way we spend our lives, take care of our bodies, and try to stop environmental disasters will change in big ways because of these new technologies. Brain-reading robots. Even though robots that can read people's minds have been around for a long time, they keep getting smarter and cheaper. In terms of understanding the human mind, they are making progress, which is a good sign. Researchers at Harvard University have recently built a robot that can read brainwaves and understand basic ideas. A later investigation showed that these robots could do a number of things that humans usually do, such as pick up tools and put them in the right places on workstations. Because of this technology, there has been a big step forward in the development of artificial intelligence. The technology has improved so much in the recent years that the idea of being able to read somebody's mind is no longer just science fiction. Researchers at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Lausanne have shown us one of the most interesting and useful ways to use this technology so far. By putting together a machine learning algorithm, a robotic arm, and a brain-computer interface, these researchers were able to come up with a way for tetraplegic patients, people who can't move their upper or lower body, to communicate with the outside world. During testing, the robot arm would simply do things like go around a barrier. The program would then use an EEG cap to read signals from the brain, and if the arm did something that the brain thought was wrong, it would know for its own. For example, the arm may have moved too quickly or too close to the obstacle. After a while, the algorithm can learn from the person's preferences and brain signals. This could pave the way for brain-controlled wheelchairs and other assistive technologies for tetraplegic patients in the future. 3D printed bones. A new 3D printing method that can be used inside the body gives hope for trauma and cancer patients who need bone replacements. This method reduces pain and speeds up the healing process. As part of the treatment for bone cancer, pieces of bones may have to be removed, and people who have been in accidents may need a lot of bone repairs. Up until now, 3D bone printing meant making things outside of the patient's body. Ossiform is a company that focuses on 3D printing in the field of medicine. They use a material called tricalcium phosphate, which have similar properties to human bones. These are made as replacements for different bones that are right for each patient. The bones that have been made through a 3D printer are surprisingly easy to use. At the hospital, an MRI can be done, and the data can be sent to Ossiform, which is used to make a 3D model of the needed implant unique to the patient. If the surgeon likes the design, it will be made and ready to be used in the operating room. Since tricalcium phosphate was used to make these 3D printed bones, the human body would eventually turn them into real bones with blood vessels. This is what makes these bones special. This means they will be able to fully restore the function that was done by the bone they are replacing. These implants are porous and have large holes and canals, so cells can stick to them and repair the bone. This makes it possible for the implants to be well integrated. Living robots. One day, tiny hybrid robots made from stem cells taken from frog embryos will be used to swim around human bodies and deliver medicines to specific places that need it. Because of the cells that make up the living robots came from embryos of a specific African clawed frog, known as the xenopus, the robots have been given the name xenobots. These stem cells have the potential to differentiate into a wide variety of other cells, including blood cells, bone cells, and brain cells. Joshua Bongard, a computer scientist and robotics expert at the University of Vermont, who helped create the millimeter-wide bots called Xenobots, called them new living machines. They are neither robots nor animals that we know of. They are completely different. A new category of artifact is the living thing that can be programmed. Car batteries that charge in 10 minutes. People think that fast battery charging will be important for electric vehicles to become more popular. This will let drivers pull into a service station, get a cup of coffee, and use the bathroom in the same amount of time it takes to fully charge their car, which is the same amount of time as a standard brake. Imagine if it only took 10 minutes to charge your electric car. Xiaoyang Wang at the Penn State University has made a new kind of battery that would make that day very soon. The plan works because the battery is heated to speed up the reaction. The study has been written up in the journal Joule, and the only way to make electric cars more appealing to buyers is to make a battery that can be charged in less than a few minutes. In 10 minutes, Wang's battery can get to 80% charge, and this gives the driver a range of around about 200 miles or 300 kilometers. The team's research shows that short bursts of high temperature can be helpful, and if the battery gets hot for a short amount of time, it won't hurt the battery. In fact, it will make it more useful. Now, the team is going to work on the design even more, and the goal is to make a battery that is even better and can be charged in just 5 minutes. But experts from Penn State University in the United States say that quickly charging lithium-ion batteries could damage them. This is because fast charging at lower temperatures doesn't allow lithium particles called ions to move smoothly from one electrode to the other, which is needed to charge the unit and keep the energy stored and ready for use. But they have shown that lithium spikes don't happen, and heat damage doesn't happen if the batteries are heated to 60 degrees Celsius for just 10 minutes and then quickly cooled back down to the temperature of the room. They have come up with an idea for self-heating batteries that use a thin piece of nickel foil to create an electrical circuit that heats up in less than 30 seconds and warms the inside of the battery. This makes it possible for the battery to heat up much faster than it did in the past. Once the battery is charged, the vehicle's cooling system would be used to cool the car quickly. As a result of their research, which were published in the journal Joule, it showed an electric car could be charged in just 10 minutes. Internet for everyone. Even though it seems like we couldn't do our jobs without the internet, only about half of the world's people are connected to it. There are many reasons for this, including economic and social ones, but some people can't get the internet because they don't have a connection. Companies like Hyber are getting ahead of the competition because Google is taking a long time to develop a solution. Google are using helium balloons to beam the internet to places that can't connect. They are ahead of Facebook because Facebook has given up on plans to do the same thing but with drones. They decided to do things differently by putting their own network of shoebox-sized microsatellites into low orbit. When these satellites pass overhead, they are designed to wake up a modem that is plugged into your computer or another device and send your data. Their satellites already go around the Earth 16 times every day, and groups like the British Antarctic Survey are already using them to connect to the most remote parts of the world. So, do you think we'll have a breakthrough in these futuristic technologies soon? And what are your expectations of them? Let us know in the comment section below. I'd like to say thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you've liked the video, and hit the notification bell to get more updates like this one. Don't forget to like the video whilst you're there. And again, thank you very much for watching.